What's going on YouTube? It's DJ. Welcome back. So we're going to talk about some stuff. Before we get started, let's take a look here at crypto bubbles. Market is looking great today. We have SHIB up 20%, BRET up about 14%, PayPay up 9%, and NEAR up 6%. So looking good. On CoinMarketCap, however, the Fear and Greed Index is looking a little worse than yesterday. It's at 48. Bitcoin up 2%. It's at 64,999. Ethereum at 2,637. SEC's Gensler, Bitcoin is not a security. So it's actually good. He was in an interview. He said, look, not liking the rules is not the same as saying there aren't any rules. So pretty much saying that the rules still apply to us. U.S. crypto industry will follow a different path from the rest of the world, BitMEX Group CEO. So he goes on to say, India will power the crypto industry in the next 10 years, provided the companies are reasonably open and if policymakers understand that crypto actually adds to their capability of maintaining monetary policy independence. And he says in the West, places like Europe and the United States, the banking institutions already have a strong grip over the people and companies. So India is one of the places where the potential is the highest. BlackRock Bitcoin ETFs post September's biggest daily inflow of over $180 million. So BlackRock attracted $184 million in inflows on September 25th for its spot Bitcoin ETF, marking the month's highest daily inflow of any fund. Bitcoin ETF demand grows among U.S. investors as China considers massive $142 billion of capital injection. So, says Asian stocks surge higher amid reports that China's considering injecting up to $1 trillion yuan, which is $142 billion of capital, into its biggest state banks to increase their capacity to support their struggling economy. This follows an easing decision from earlier this week that saw the People's Bank of China cutting the reserve requirement ratio for mainland banks by 50 basis points, while also lowering the 7-day reverse repo rate, the interest rate at which a central bank borrows funds from commercial banks, by 20 basis points to 1.5%. State Auditor Sorrell, crypto is everybody's future. So 18% of crypto owners are Republicans, 22% are Democrats, and 22% are independents. The demographic and political diversity of crypto owners makes this issue one of our nation's most nonpartisan issues. So this is something that affects all of us, not just a certain political party. And I think that the government has to represent all of us. They can't just keep nitpicking issues that they think only benefits them. So I agree with this. Financial institutions are experimenting with Bitcoin-backed lending. Now, this is something I would never do because you're risking, Bitcoin just to borrow fiat. It says Bitcoin-backed loans are denominated in fiat currency but collateralized with Bitcoin, which borrowers forfeit if they fail to repay the loan. The Bitcoin lending market compromises around $8.5 billion in outstanding Bitcoin-backed loans and is on track to grow to approximately $45 billion by 2030. So, damn. Middle East accounts for 7.5% of global crypto volume, chain analysis. It says the Middle East and North Africa region accounted for 7.5% of all crypto transaction volumes globally between July 2023 and June of 2024. Chain analysis estimates the total value received during the period to be $338 billion, with the vast majority of the transaction volume coming from institutions and professional investors. According to the report, an estimated 93% of transactions were for $10,000 or more. So we can see the amount of adoption in this region, and Asia's also on track to have kind of a similar situation. Here in America, we're a lot further behind, but that's because banking institutions are more of a thing here. But, I think that over time we will become adopted because both of our presidential candidates are starting to embrace crypto more, so we will see how that goes. However, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one.